won't ever be. Hey, what's up you guys? It's SaraStyles, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to recreate Meghan Markle's wedding makeup look. Yes, yes, and yes. I obviously looked at a lot of photos of her makeup, and this is what I recreated. She did a kind of a soft brown gray smoky eye, a light nice satin pink lip. This is just from Party City, and then I got this little veil. I know I'm not in my usual background. I did a little white background. I thought it'd be more fitting, but don't worry, I have not forgotten my shout out of the week. My stylist shout out is for my good friend Emily Orr. I'll put her Instagram down below, so you should go follow her. Also, let's do a quote of the day. Oh my gosh, I always forget quote of the day and then I'm like not prepared. Oh, okay, I love this one. And for some reason, whenever I look up a quote, it's always like the first one really relates to my life. But this one says, sunsets are proof that endings can be beautiful. Even if your ending doesn't feel like it's gonna be that great, you need to look on the bright side of it. That's what I take from that quote. So happy Makeup Monday, and I'm gonna show you guys how I got this Meghan Markle wedding look. Congratulations to Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. I'm so jealous. I'm still looking for my Prince Harry. I need a Prince Harry to complete this look. That's all we're missing. So if you wanna be my Prince Harry, I got you. Yeah, that was false. You do not need a man's to complete this look. You will look just as beautiful being your independent and sassy self. All that set aside, I hope you enjoy this video. If you want to be my shout out of the week, please give this video a thumbs up, turn on my post notifications, subscribe, and then leave me a comment of what social media you want me to feature. I love you guys, and I hope you enjoy. Bye! Alright guys, so I changed to a white background instead of my normal desk background just because I felt like it went more with the theme of the royal wedding. I have my off-the-shoulder long sleeve white top on, which kind of reminds me of Meghan's wedding dress. And then I have my hair in this little pearl headband, which I thought was kind of bridal looking, just to pull my hair back while we're doing this makeup. If you haven't noticed, I don't really look anything like Meghan Markle. She has dark hair, darker skin, dark eyes, and I have light skin, light hair, and light eyes. But despite that, I'm gonna try my hardest to recreate her wedding look for all of you guys out there that are curious. And I have read up on the details of all of the products that she used and some quotes from her makeup artist. Okay, so I found this article from Harper's Bazaar. Makeup artist Daniel Martin created the pretty and pink look. So apparently her makeup artist works very closely with the brands Dior and Honest Beauty. Most of the products that she used were by those brands. And if you guys know me, I do not have any Honest Beauty or Dior products. So I'm gonna show you how to get Meghan's makeup look on a budget with the makeup that I already have. So that is gonna be interesting, especially since I look nothing like her. But basically, the look consists of a very satin finish foundation, very thin liquid foundation. The foundation is actually by Dior. She went very natural on the face, and I read that she likes when her freckles show. And then she had more of a smoky eye. It was kind of like a brownish gray. She had some eyeliner, some natural lashes, and then kind of a peachy corally lip. So that's what we're gonna try to recreate today. Okay, let's just go ahead and jump on in to this Meghan makeup look. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the skin. This is gonna be a very natural look, very simple and very elegant. I mean, it's the royal wedding, what do you expect? I'm freaking obsessed with Meghan Markle. I think she is queen. Get it? She's actually Duchess, but okay, I need to stop. I'm gonna start with the Becca Backlight Primer Filter. I'm just gonna put this kind of all over my face and in my like glowy areas. So they didn't list any kind of primer that she used, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my Hourglass Veil Primer because I feel like they would have used some kind of primer for the freaking wedding, like hello. A lot of people don't believe in primers. I feel like it does provide with like a good base. Also, I kind of feel like moisturizer does kind of the same thing. If you don't have the time or the money to incorporate a primer into your routine, don't worry about it because you're not missing out on too much. Okay, so for foundation, like I said, her foundation was super thin and super natural. First, I'm gonna try my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion, and this is in the shade N2. And then I think on top of that, I'm gonna use my Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation that has, it's an argan oil foundation fluid. So this is very thin and very buildable. So we're gonna see how that works out. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the cushion, and I'm just gonna get a little flat top brush. This one is by BH Cosmetics, and just kind of pat that into the cushion, see if it'll get any pigment on it. This thing's like flapping around. Megan's skin is just so gorgeous. It's like she has no blemishes, but she has these gorgeous moles and freckles all over her face. I'm just so happy for them. I mean, I obviously wanted to marry Prince Harry. Who didn't? I'm also shook that Megan is 36. Like, she is killing it, you guys. You don't have to be like fresh and young to marry the prince. So as you can see, I'm not getting all that much coverage from this foundation, but that's actually a good thing because that is going to be closer to. I do feel like this foundation is a little bit light for me right now because I have a little bit more color. Unfortunately, I do not have any adorable freckles to peek through my foundation. We can't all be Meghan Markle. It's fine. You win some, you lose some. Blend that foundation all the way down the neck. So the next step is going to be concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the color Light. I'm just going to pat a little bit of that under my eyes and not really like full highlighting like I normally would. But I do want to look a little bit more highlighted just than I am right now. So I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. This is in the color Light 16. And I mean just like a tiny little bit. And taking a makeup sponge and blending that all in. So in terms of powder, I think I am going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder with my damp beauty sponge. I don't want to set too much just because I don't want to lose that glow, just so I'm not too dewy looking. Oh my gosh, her skin is just so gorgeous naturally, I mean. Wow, I look so pale and gross. We're gonna fix that in just a second. For her bronzer, again, very natural, very light, but it's really not that noticeable. So I think I'm gonna take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but just add a light bit of color to my cheeks. She has such a small face. I feel like she barely ever has to do much because it's like her face is just so small. Do I have a big face? I really need a tan, you guys. It's May and I'm looking like a December ghost. She has a super tiny forehead, so I'm slightly triggered. So the blush that she used, pretty sure they said was by Honest Beauty. They said that it was a very peachy, warm color. I'm gonna take this Beauty Counter stick. This is their Rose Glow stick. I read in that article that they said that a lot of the things that she has on her face are just kind of like lightly tapped on and blended in with a finger, which seems to be kind of a trend in that type of makeup. Her blush does look very nice and natural, and it blends in really nicely with her bronzer. So the next thing that we have on the list is eyebrows. Her eyebrows are one of my favorite things in the whole look. So on the website, it doesn't say what eyebrow product she used, but I'm just gonna use what I always do, which is the Anastasia Brow Definer. Okay, so now it is time for the eyes. So I'm gonna try to find the perfect shade to be Meghan Markle. I'm gonna take this shade from the Morphe 3502 palette. It's a little bit cool toned. It's really hard to see her eye makeup in all of the photos because like her eyes are open and she has kind of deep set eyes. I did find one photo that had her looking down. The main thing that I saw was a cool toned brownish gray all over her lid and just smoked out a little bit. So I'm gonna start off with kind of a small amount of that powder. Okay, I think I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. I just wanted you guys to be able to see what I was really doing on the eyes. I'm still packing that color on my lid. I'm gonna take a smaller, fluffier brush just to kind of blend that as I go. I'm gonna take this even darker shade in the Morphe palette that looks a little bit more gray. This was the one that I used before. I don't own a lot of gray shadows just because they're not very in right now. I think that it really did work for Megan. And I think that's honestly all I'm gonna do for eyeshadow since her makeup artist kept it pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that same thing to the other eye. So it doesn't look like Megan has all that much going on under her eyes. It kind of looks like she has a little bit of a lighter brown shade smudged a little bit under, and then she has some bottom mascara. I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter brown in this palette. And it also looked like her makeup artist got that color really close to her lash line, not very smoked out. Okay, so now it's time for some eyeliner. She used a liquid eyeliner, and I don't particularly love that. It doesn't really work for me. So I'm just gonna take my normal gel eyeliner and an angled brush. It looked like she had just a little bit smudged at her lash line, which I think really made her smoky eye look really great. I'm also gonna take that in my tight line and then kind of like immediately close my eyes so it'll transfer in my waterline just a little bit, but I don't want to be too dramatic with it. I might just smudge a little bit and see. So I'm taking that little brush and I'm just gonna kind of smudge the eyeliner that I have so it almost looks like a gradient from the eyeliner into the shadow. Now it is time for lashes, so I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes before I apply my falsies. Alright you guys, so I'm back. I put on some lashes and I used the Ardell Wispies. The lashes that Megan wore were pretty natural and they seem to kind of flare out at the ends. These are slightly more dramatic than the ones that she wore. I also put some of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on my bottom lashes. And now it's time for highlighter. The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight in the color Opal. This is just in kind of a cream. Pop this in my highlighting areas, as I like to call them. And it seemed like her highlight went pretty far in towards her nose. Got a little bit on the forehead, also brow bone, Cupid's bow, of course, a little bit on the chin. Then I'm just gonna take my little beauty sponge and blend that in that way. Her highlighter did look a little bit more on the gold side rather than the more pearlescent white side. So my camera battery actually died, and so I went ahead and did the whole little get up. I did a little Meghan Markle low bun. I have my tiara and my veil. They're from Party City. Deluxe, okay. So for lips, she had a very soft, peachy pink lip. And the closest thing that I could find to that is L'Oreal Julienne's Nude. A very gorgeous pink shade. This is honestly so ridiculous. Like, I feel ridiculous. This side of my hair looks good. This side is just falling down. So let's turn this way, shall we? Okay, I would say that is pretty darn close. And then finally, since we're obviously getting married to Prince Harry, like, this has gotta last, like, through the reception and everything. So I'm gonna use my setting spray, my Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. All right, you guys, so that completes this Meghan Markle royal wedding inspired makeup look. Not even inspired, this is basically like a transformation. I have the veil and the tiara and the hair and everything, but I was really inspired by the royal wedding this year. Of course, the royal wedding is always a huge deal. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you did, please let me know in the comments. Give this a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of me, turn on my post notifications so you know when I post a video. Happy Makeup Monday. I hope SaraStyles made you smile, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. If the sun don't shine today,